Okay, this is recorded as well. Yes, it is recorded as well. Okay, let's start the analysis for week number 14. Today is 31st of March, 2024. It is around 9:19 p.m. in the evening. Okay, what do we have for the coming week? Okay, last week, basically, last week, basically what happened was that we didn't have so much of the news. It was overshadowed by the 2 weeks ago, overshadowed by the one that we have 2 weeks ago, Federal Reserve, JPY, I'm sure you remember. So last week was pretty much overshadowed by those that occurred 2 weeks ago. So I will suggest that in overall, please do not take so seriously what happened last week. Okay, I repeat, please do not take so seriously on what happened last week, because I would say it was more of just a shadow week in my opinion. All right, so going forward, it's gonna be a different one. All right, and I would say they will have the mind of their own. So because of the last week so bullish, it's like I will be bullish this week. This kind of stuff. Please be careful on that, because like I said, last week was basically nothing but just a in between kind of week, in my opinion. All right. So going forward for the coming week, we also have a little bit of stay similar week. It will be very slow in the earlier part of the week. All right. Monday is basically a lot of holiday. All right, and market will start to really pick up only on Tuesday. And of course, we have a Tuesday, Wednesday, we have advanced non-farm payroll, and we have Powell will be speaking again, and finally we have an NFP data on the Friday. So I would say next week is going to be a little bit busy one, but not much on Monday. So it will start from Tuesday onward. Okay, so please be aware of that. So don't go in and all whack on Monday, because Monday maybe just maybe they will try to trick everybody up. Okay, so please be careful. So we have an NFP on Friday. So as usual, we should have a NFP live trading. Right, last month was a lucky one. We managed to get the winning trade on the last month. So let's see whether we can pull it off again this week or not. Okay, this month or not. Okay, so let's start with the analysis together. Okay, before I start with the analysis, there's something that I want to bring your attention. Okay, so almost every one of us, right, we were so engrossed, right, we are so like focused on our Federal Reserve will cut or not, what he say, all this kind of stuff. We look from the kind of, like, I would say, I would not say wrong now, okay, but I think we didn't look at from the complete angle. The angle that we are looking roughly never kind of cover the whole perspective. Okay, there's one thing that I want to highlight is that, if I'm not wrong, okay, Federal Reserve Chairman not only talk about cutting, not cutting, okay, he also mentioned a lot about inflation. All right, so this is something that not everybody was talking about. Everybody were talking about cut or not cut, this kind of stuff. But he keep on mentioning about the inflation. Okay, so there's one of the things that he mentioned. They are stay concerned about the inflation actually. All right, so they are still pretty much concerned about the inflation. So why I mean, we kind of like think in another way wrong. Okay, they say they are committed to bringing down the inflation 2% over time, right? 2% over time. What does it mean? It means the inflation is there. There's state inflation. That's why they say they will bring it down, right? Let's say the inflation is already is under control. What for he bring up, right? So it means the market is under the inflationary kind of like a control. So I would say that I think that will make the market start to realize that the price need to be adjusted as per the inflation. So we go one more step further. Okay, what does it mean by inflation again? Inflation mean, of course, all the commodities should rise higher. You got what I mean now? We don't really talk about any rate cut or rate risk at the moment. First, of course, they are interlinked. Okay, they are interlinked. But the point here is that there's something he keep on mentioning about inflation. That means the market is under inflationary pressure. So when the market is under the inflationary period, of course the price have to reflect accordingly, right? So whenever the price of certain products are not reflected accordingly, the price will quickly rise to reflect to that particular information, right? So that's a reason why I would say gold is going up higher, and the rest of the commodity may be about to go up higher as well. Okay, that's why I was thinking, how come everything against US dollar is so weak except commodity? Then now I roughly have to have an idea already. Oh, there's an inflation. He kept on talking about it. The market is start to realize that inflation is there. Okay. Guys, understand on this one, guys? If okay on that, please say yes. I'm going to continue already. Okay. So not only about rate cut or rate hike or cut or whatever, it's about the inflation also. Okay, so when we go to the some commodity stuff, we were talk about it lah. Okay, so even though inflation is there, does it mean that US dollar is weak? Okay, even though the inflation is there, doesn't mean that US dollar is weak. US dollar were likely to strong against other currency. Okay, such as like British pound, US dollar. For this case, I am stays on the slightly bearish on this fella state. All right, I won't be like looking for a sell on Monday, but I will roughly look for some extreme case scenario. Let's say market like to go to for example, they would like to go here, all right, then I would likely to short it down. In my opinion, I will stay likely to short on them. Okay, so I'm slightly bearish on this. Resistance 1.273, 1.279, 1.285. Support 1. Out of them, 1.279 is important, and one support 1.28, 257, 1.254, and 1.25. Okay. All right. Let me continue another one. Euro. Okay. Euro also roughly the same. All right, Euro also roughly the same. I'm expecting market will likely to drift a little bit higher first before they get slammed back down. Okay, so I will be looking for a sell only as well. I will wait and sell only. Okay, I'm not bullish at all. Resistance 1.082, 1.09, 1.1. Support 1.073, 1.07. Okay, Aussie also roughly the same. Okay, Aussie also roughly the same. I'm expecting market will rebound a little bit up, but I think the market will likely to drift a lot lower. Look at our market composition. They were minus 89. Now they are minus 105, you know. So basically, by right, the price supposed to a lot lower, right? So I think sooner or later, they are going to cash on, in my opinion. So instead of looking for a buy, I think wait and sell will be better chance as well. Okay, so I'm looking for a sell only. Resistance 0.656, 0.66, and 0.665. 0.665 is important. All right. 0.665 is important. All right. And support 0.649, 0.645, and 0.64. Okay. And New Zealand. All right. New Zealand also roughly a little bit same. Okay. New Zealand is slightly minor different though. So let's see how it goes. There's some hope on some bullish case scenario. I hope the market will likely to go back up higher. Unfortunately, we have a long position on that. At least I'm not adding on them. Okay. Let's see whether can go and come back up to, you know, take our sort of like a entry level or not. Then I will like close it or reduce my position. Okay. Overall, it stays slightly bearish in my opinion. Market will definitely will have a very strong resistance somewhere around this region. Okay, guys. Okay, I repeat, us we have to wait for some setups to appear. All right, so I would likely to wait for a sell also. Resistance 0.605, 0.61, 0.61, and 0.615. Support 0.56, 0.596, 0 and 0.59. Okay, all these pair against US dollars they are quite weak against US dollars. Okay, among all of them, I will be KIV on potential short on the British pound US dollars. Okay, so we have one KIV right now. Okay, now let's focus on gold a little bit. Okay, gold is just now I just mentioned why the commodity can be quite bullish. Continue to do so because I would say is the inflation is the major issue. So you know when the inflation got problem, all the country will suffer, right? Not only US dollar in particular, British pound, all those things will suffer. So I think commodity will be so resilient. Okay, just because of, for example, like gold is priced in against US dollars, you know, because you want the US dollar be get stronger, don't go and short this fella. Okay, you can instead of them, you can short British pound, GU or EU or whatever, but don't go and short commodity pairs. All right, this is a commodity, XAU US dollar, right? Because I think because of the inflation is around there, I think the market will likely to drift higher first. So gold, I am not entirely bearish at all. Okay, instead I would say I'm slightly bullish instead. I think market will likely to go to 2250, this kind of region first. Okay, not because of US dollar is strong or not because of US dollar weak, is because of commodity itself is strong. So that means if as US dollar is going up, like I say, because of the commodity is strong, right? And as euro also will be going up. As Aussie also will be going up. Okay, so commodity in general is quite bullish in my opinion, gentlemen. Okay, all right, so please be watch out on them. All right, then the next one, okay, is a silver. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we stay in gold first. Sorry, we could stay in gold first. Let's see where our. So you see, we have a very strong volume that pick up around this price. All right, so we are, and this is a weekly chart, by the way. So it's on this 2 weeks ago that the price is really push up here. So what will happen is that we have a very strong breakout coming in really. So I don't really think gold will, like for example, like for a medium term or longer term, I don't really think gold will go back anywhere below 2050 anymore. Okay, gold is better to buy and sell this kind of condition. Okay, so I will repeat, is because of the nature of the gold here, commodity in nature, it's better not to be very bearish at the moment. I'm gonna take this away now. All right, I'm gonna take this away. It's no longer quite logical for the time being. Okay, so we don't have to like push in everything, buy in immediately, but I think stay on the buy side will be the better choice here for now. Look at the non-commercial. You see they are also and see look at the here, they are also quite resilient. You see they are nowhere minus at all, just a small difference only. So I think market will likely to drift to the high side in my opinion. All right, don't short. Okay, so commodity wise, because of the commodity in the front, we cannot be so bullish, so cannot be so bearish at this moment. So I'm going to take this away as well. So same problem here, same thing here. As long as commodity related, I think we might be in some bullish case scenario. Okay, why? Because like I said, it's an inflationary market that we are in. Okay, I think market will gonna drift higher again, in my opinion. All right, so don't short on gold and silver, gentlemen. Okay. All right, silver also same thing. Resistance 25, 25.4, 26. Support 24.4, 24, and 23.5. Okay. So I have these two fella under my radar. It is my KIV pair for next week as well. I'm looking for some potential possible buy in my opinion. I won't be so aggressive, but I'll be monitoring closely. I am a little bit more prefer on silver over gold at this moment. Okay, one of the reason because of course gold is all-time high, I'm correct. Silver is nowhere all-time high. So I think if there's catch up to do, I think silver have a lot of catch up to do so in my opinion. Okay. So I would say silver and gold is under my KIV as well. Okay, so let's move on to US dollar Canadian. Okay, like I said, I think US dollar, all those things will be quite bullish against other pairs. It's not much different from Canadian as well. Okay, not much different from Canadian as well. I will be quite neutral for now. Let's see whether they can go lower or not. Okay, let's see on them, see whether they can go lower or not. So I will be just monitoring for now. I'm neutral and wait and buy possibly. Okay, so not a buy recommendation at all or anything. Just wait and see first. So resistance 1.36, 1.37, 1.38. Support 1.348, this level. All right, this level 1.348. Another one is 1.342, and another one is 1.335. Okay, we have 1.342 and 1.335. Okay. All right. So another one is US dollar CHF. US dollar CHF, I'm neutral also. So these two of them, I'm quite neutral on them. All right. Because of one of the nature is our retail traders are super duper short. So I think the market will likely to drift a little bit lower first before they go up higher. So I will be like looking for potential long nearly like 0.895, this kind of stuff. No hurry on them as well. So resistance 0.905, 0.91, 0.915. Support 0.895, 0.89, 0.885. Okay. All right. And another one is US dollar JPY. Okay, US dollar JPY is pretty much on the sideway at this moment. I will watch it closely. I think market will likely to drift up higher again. So it's neutral. I won't be adding a lot of short or anything at the moment. Just wait and see. Resistance 151.8, 152, 152.5. Support 150.5, 149.2, and 146.9. All right. So I just have finished all the major pairs against US dollar. Like I said, US dollars are quite resilient and quite bullish at the moment. All right. So like for example, like British pound, I think it can go lower, right? And euro, it can go lower as well. Okay. The only problem is US dollar is of course not strong against commodity item. So currently I have 3 items that I will be monitoring for the next week. First one is British pound US dollar short, heavy, okay. Second one is gold and silver on the buy side. Okay, I will be watching it closely. I think just because of we are in the very high commodity kind of like inflation condition, I think market will go a lot higher. Okay, another one is Hong Kong. Okay, we previously we have quite a good run on Hong Kong. We are quite profitable in our position. We had 3 positions, remember, and two of them are really close at the totally profit taking area, and one of them close at the break even. All right, so I'm quite eagerly looking for another chance for me to get on it. Right, so I think we are about to have it again. Not really like a too dramatic or extreme condition, but I think the market will start to be bullish again. You see, market, they go up a little bit, touch the double top condition, and they come back to this what we call it this control region, and market start to show some sort of bullishness in my opinion. So I think this will likely to continue further to the upside. So I'll be looking for a potential buy for the coming week as well. Okay. So I'm bullish on this, slightly bullish on this. I will be looking for a buy here. So this is my first recommended pair for next week. I'll be monitoring and looking into buy on this. Do me a favor, please watch it and try to see whether I got any potential, any chance or not, and you alert me as well. All right, I will be monitoring closely as well. Okay. So resistance 16.7K, 17K, and 17.5K. Support 16,300. 16.1K and 15.7K. All right. Let's move on to the German index. All right. German index is of course going up higher. All right. I'll be neutral or slightly bullish. The only thing I want you to careful a little bit is that it's not the trade call yet. All right. The only thing I want you to careful a little bit. Hang on. Is that you see market was going higher, but the volumes are really thinning down. So it is kind of like not much people are really involved in the market. So I think the market will, it can easily if there's any opposite factor coming, it can push the market down easily. So I'm slightly bullish, but very cautious. Okay, resistance 18.5, 19, 19.5. Support is 18.4, 18.2, and 18K here. All right, so let's see how it goes. I'm not bearish. Okay, another one is the main one. All right, another one is the main one. Fortunately, unfortunately, is a oil price. Okay, now we talk about inflation, right? So what do you come in your mind? Oil price. So oil will be the first one to really I think to boost to the upside in my opinion. All right, just give me a minute. Let me take a look. You see, previously the NC are around 233, 238 kind of side. Now last data, right, is a let me see the data, 278, such a bullish rise, right? So I think due to that, market is going to go up higher. I think oil price is going to go a lot higher. So this is my second recommendation for today. All right, so oil price, so resistance 84.8, 86.9, 88.6. All right, I think it's on the track to become on track to touch $90 again. All right, so support is 91.81, sorry, 81.1. Second one is around here, 78.3. All right, then that one is here, is around 75.8. I repeat, gentlemen, looks like the oil is going to take off again. Okay, so commodity in general, don't go and short next week, gentlemen. Okay, I hope if there's one thing that you can hear from me today is don't short commodity. I think that's the only one that I can think of. Don't short commodity. Okay, market likely to go up a lot higher. Okay, you can, gold and silver not really I think not really in the focus right now. The rather focus is the commodity such as energy commodity, especially of course the crude oil. Okay, all right, because of the commodity are in favor apparently. All right, I think these guys are going to go up higher as well. All right, so I'm slightly bullish on them. I'll be monitoring closely. We have a few positions on them, so let's see how. All right, resistance 575 important level, 580, 600, support 544, 540, and 520. Okay, another one is soybean. All right, soybean also roughly the same. Soybean also roughly the same. I want to see, you see last Friday was a very nice kind of like pimp, like a stop, so-called stop hunting move. So it's supposed to be followed up by bullish candle, and I will be monitoring closely as well. Let's see how it's go. All right. So resistance 12.05, 12.1220, 1250. Support 1176, 1154, and 1180. Okay. Okay, let's move on to corn. Okay. Corn also roughly the same. You see the market really have a bullish push up. I think it will go up higher. 425, 480, 500. Support 423 and 400 level. Okay, these three are also under the KIV at the moment. So I repeat, this week we have quite a lot. The first two, I have two recommendation. First one is crude oil on the buy side. Second one is the Hong Kong index on the buy side. And I have these three: wheat, soybean, and corn KIV on the long side, and gold and silver on the long side, and also GU on the short side. So we have quite a lot of KIV and two recommendation. Okay, so let's move on to Bitcoin. Fortunately, unfortunately, because of the, I think, commodity issue, I think Bitcoin might be quite resilient as well. All right. I know that this guy shouldn't go up a lot higher, but I mean, this is what I mean, nothing. I mean, the feeling and the market doesn't match, right? I mean, they can do whatever they want, right? So I think the Bitcoin better not short as well. Okay. When I look at this, right? When I look at this, you see, the Bitcoin is stay pretty much on the buy side rather. All the sort of like stable coins capitalization is stay keep on going up higher. So there's no way we should be so bearish just yet. Okay. So I think I will be likely to slightly bullish or neutral at least. Okay. Not bearish. Okay. So let's see how it's go. Okay. Bitcoin, I think, can go back to 71.8, 72, and eventually we'll go to 74 again. All right. So don't short lah, put it this way. Support 68.3, 65.4, and 62. Okay, and last but not least, Nesgap, we have a one position. You know, it's having like roti prata for quite a while already. So I will just keep it as it is. Definitely, I will not add position. I will want to add position. Let's say market's supposed to stay above 1.75. If 1.75, then we were talking about adding long position. Okay, so resistance 1.7, 1.175, 1.9, and 2. Support 1.61, 1.5, and 1.45. All right. So this is what is happening. Okay, so just a quick recap. It's not that US dollar is weak. You know, US dollar is quite strong, but US dollar is strong against other currency, like British pound US dollars, right? I think British pound US dollar is my KIV pair. I think it's going to go lower. Okay, but like US dollars and all other currency together, they are weak against all the commodity. Because why? Powell speech about the inflation. So it's not only about, it's not only about cut rate or raise rate. I think there's inflation that really, I mean, it's really the elephant in the room actually. Okay, so I think it's going to go up a lot higher, and because of inflation can go up a lot higher, I think go in line with commodity. I think all the commodity prices, I think they are going to match the inflation pretty quickly. So there's a little bit of like a sort of like inefficient condition going on right now. Commodity are too cheap actually. So, I think the market will really pick up quickly. So I hope, and I'm looking forward to capitalize this opportunity in the near future. Okay, I'll be watching the commodity closely. Okay, so I have two recommendations. First one is oil price long. Second one is Hong Kong on the buy side. And I got a few KIV, wheat, soybean, and kwai on the long side. Okay, you can choose one of them. You don't have to choose all. All right, I have three, and another one is gold or silver on the buy side on KIV as well. So 5, and I have one more is a British pound US dollar short. So I got total 6. So corn, soy, and wheat, we have to choose one. And gold and silver, you can choose one as well. But I think silver might be better than gold. Okay, on the long side, and of course the British pound on the short side possibly. Natural gas, hands off for now. Okay, are we clear on this? So I think next week, inflation is, I think, is in stay play. So all the commodity item will be, I think, able to rise further in my opinion. Okay. I'll be watching closely. If anything, I will let you know. Of course, if I take any new trade, also I will let you guys know. All right. Let me hand it over to Brozor, and yeah, thank you very much. Next week is going to be exciting, right? Monday, please be careful. Like I mentioned, I think market will only start to gain momentum rather, right? Only from Tuesday onward. All right.